The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
On one, ready? Middle. Ready, shot. Ready, set up.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yo. Go. Get hot. 180. You at X.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's on. 180. It's on.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
Hey.
To the right side and caught by Dell. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Red on red. 30 left.
Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Sit hard. 180. Sit hard. 180. 180. Switch. That's hard. No. Hey, Ozzy. Sit hard.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. Check down here for Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Middle.
A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
180. What a shot.
Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Shot. Go. 13.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, kill. Hey, Rock.
Now Lawrence. Got his man, Dell.
Lawrence's pass.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Hold it ready. Red 23. Hot.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Jaguar 1st down.
Hey, 30 left. Hey, Denver, 11.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Short throw caught by Pitts. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Go. Hey, Denver, change the time. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Go. Ready. Sit up. Ready. Sit up. Sit up.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
You. Thirteen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko, it's hot. 11.
Lawrence will throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lawrence will fire that wide, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 5 from the 8.
13, Luke.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, run!
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, report! 180! Go ahead.
Now it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Off to the races. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, Ginger, attack.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, darn, they're trying to hot. 11.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Hey, Lion.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
You. Already. Middle. Sit hard. Ready, shot.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 45 on second down, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
6 yards to go.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Lyle, great job. Hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Jackson. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage. And it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays.
A gain of 9 brings up
just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point safely through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Going deep for Walker. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Alpha, sit up. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A dump off now to Hill. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Middle. Report. Hey, report.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking right side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second down and 6 now. Jackson. And a big as he's taken down. Trayvon Walker just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
13. Hey, Ozzy, check out. Middle.
Back to throw here. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, I'm gun. 11.
Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to Tootin. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Easy, route. Easy, read him, 24.
From the gun, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Ravens have got it. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They set up the screen to Hill. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Yo. Report. Get on. Ready. Shot. Set on. Ready. Shot. You at X. No, we changed it. Go right here.
Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Ready, shot.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
13, 13. 180. 180 shot. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Report, report.
Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Middle, middle. You change it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Lawrence going to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Omar, ready?
Now Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go. Get on, up. Ready. Shot.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Come on, go. Come on. Go. Come on.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission.